the meantime, it's going to be Danny Morrison to continue. And what a shot, just wide of the fieldsman there. It was a little bit uppish, but that was really hit very hard by Rod Marsh. No, it wasn't. Rod Marsh has just walked into the dressing room. And what's more, he's retired. Australia's captain playing a magnificent shot there.
He's very much in the same form as the little wicket keeper with the billiard table legs.
And Hadley brought back into the attack. Beautifully driven. Glorious cover drive. Hadley just over pitching and Border putting it away.
One of Allan Border's favourite shots. Cover drive, and he plays it so well. He's got tremendously strong forearms, Border. Although I don't suppose you'd call him a classical driver. Certainly an effective one.
John Bracewell.
Shot. Down bowl there to Border. Very fine square cutter.
Just a fraction short. Timed that to perfection, hitting with the spin. And beat point by 1 or 2 metres. Perfectly placed. Why Border such a great player. If you bowl a bad ball.
It's Danny Morrison to Allan Border. Great shot. Loose delivery, but still has to be hit before, and it was beautifully played by Border.
Yes, it was a lovely shot. That takes him to 49. He's received 110 balls in this innings, but have a look at this. Short outside off stump, magnificent timing and placement. And seagulls scattering down there at backward point as that one thunders into the picket fence. And that's a magnificent shot to bring up his 50. He's forced that one away off the back foot, settled for a comfortable 2, and Allan Border has made a 50, a very important 52 for Australia. He came in after 2 quick wickets had fallen. Richard Hadley was going really well, and he's played a little gem of an innings so far.
John Bracewell continues. Beautifully played. Just a fraction short, and away it goes for 4. See, over 3 for 1, 2 for.
And that is Border's 7,000th run in Test cricket. You're saying out there now, what's that burst of applause for? Because he won't be counting.
So Hadley, who bowled beautifully this morning, back into the attack again. Now has right new cherry in his hand.
And that'll take a bit of shine off it.
That was a magnificent shot. Well, there's one thing certain about a new ball. It may bounce a bit more, and indeed it may be hotter. And the fact of the matter is it goes even fast off the bat as well, given that it's hit properly. And that certainly was hit right in the meat of the bat.
Well, it's been a long day out there in the middle. Australia started the day at no wicket for 17. So only 191 runs scored today, and that's not a lot on this Adelaide Oval. But the bowling's been tight, especially Martin Snedden, who's bowling now to Allan Border.
Wow, what a shot.
Back cut by Border, and that's crashed into the pickets.
Border, one of the better square cutters in the business. Just waited on that one a fraction to hit it late. Hit it backward of square. 45 degrees, crashes into the Ansett sign down there. Great deal of authority. Border in his 90s now, looking toward yet another Test 100.
Oh, there it is. Misfield. by John Wright. Didn't quite get to it, and they get two. Seagulls take off. They applaud Allan Border with the flapping of their wings. He holds his arms aloft. The Australian teammates acknowledge what a fine hand it's been. And Allan Border reaches his 21st century in Test cricket. He's fourth on this ground, also his fourth against New Zealand, and his 51st first-class 100. A marvellous performance from the Australian skipper.
And a ball round the wicket.
Well, that could easily have been out. Richard Hadlee not even looking like getting a hand on that. In fact, going the wrong way. A streaky shot by Border, and for one, I'm quite happy to see him up the other end. Must be very, very tired. Over 320 minutes at the crease. And also Hadlee pretty tired. Probably one of the reasons he didn't get a hand on that one.
And perhaps should have been taken, really. It amazes me that Hadlee really should be the man to be fielding at first slip at the moment.
Allan Border get his pad outside off stump. I think it was most certainly hitting the stumps. Height was no problem.
He's just reached it, and he's smashed it away alongside the drinks cart, which is waiting to come onto the field, just in front of the players' area. In conditions of extreme heat, it's laid down in the playing conditions. The umpires may permit extra intervals for drinks, and that's what they're doing today. Very straight. 4 for 262.
Bracewell to continue.
That's outstanding footwork from Allan Border. Couldn't stick that one in the coaching manual. A little bit like Hadley's 3 balls to Dean Jones yesterday. Just about perfect.
Magnificent shot from Allan Border. 1, 2, 3 on the half volley, and pierces that gap. That is magnificent.
100 partnership there. Border has been magnificent. 116 with War. That one's in the air a little, but away, and that looks like being another boundary. And a good performance. 100 partnership coming up off 204 balls. The last 50, in fact, have raced away off 98 balls. And of course, the 300 up as well. Statistician's nightmare here. Facts and figures going in every which way.
There's that footwork again. My word, he's in good touch today. If you haven't got good footwork against the spinners, then the spin bowler's eyes light up. He knows he's going to have you half a yard short at some stage, or slow going back.
And one way to put the glassy look on the eyes is to show him the maker's name. The AB bat certainly showed him the face of that one on that shot. One of the favourite shots there. Oh, he's got a second touch. Just to hit it into the vacant area behind the keeper. It's the 150. What a fine knock. Started at 105 overnight. He's taken that score along to 150. Marvellous performance. Standing ovation here. Unfortunately, the weather has kept a few of the fans.
Fine shot from Allan Border. Doesn't miss too many short ones, Allan Border.
He was quickly in position and put that away for 4. Magnificent shot. Short of a length, quickly in position and hoiking it away over square leg. And there was no doubt about where that was going.
Hadlee coming around the wicket. Well, that's well played by Border again. Through the offside, Gray's after it. It's a quick outfield. Will he get there? He puts in the slide, and whack into the fence he goes. Umpire has signalled 4. I'm not too sure that it was 4. Perhaps it went in to the fence before he could get there. Let's have another look.
Magnificent cover drive again by Allan Border. That most certainly is one of his favourite shots and one of his better shots. Now, whack, look at that.
Morrison, the bowler. He's hit that one very well over the top of the infield. It'll reach the boundary. That's the short boundary down there, but Border very quick to get onto the back foot and pull that one away to square.
Allan Border is so strong off the back foot. Not a big back lift, but just picks it up and uses all the strength in those blacksmith-like forearms. Short arm jolt over square leg.
Another one for that little coaching tape you can be putting together at home or your coaching school.
Border, typical of the great left-handers. He will hit the ball off the front foot, square of the wicket. He opened up the face, just ambling through. He realised there was going to be a boundary.
Allan Border, Australia's greatest run getter in the history of Test match cricket.
Congratulations to Allan Border, Australia's leading run getter in Test match cricket.
One of the greatest cricketers ever to pull on the green cap.
Allan Border needing just one for his first 200 in Test cricket. And the crowd also under a bit of pressure. They want their man to do it. Some of them might have been asleep earlier on today, but they're wide awake now. And there it is. Allan Border's first 200 in Test cricket. Four more to Border, this time sweeping in front of square leg. And I did happen to read something in the paper this morning. Border said, knowing that it was going to be a hot day, I might hit one up in the air after a while, but it'll be after tea. Well, it is after tea. He did hit one up in the air, but quite safely. Well, I think John Bracewell was appealing for a catch. He was most certainly stumped. So Border has finally got himself out, but what a score. 205 runs, and I think really he was just playing for that 200. He made his intentions quite clear. He was going to get after the Kiwi bowling, ran down the wicket, lifted his head, and it was all over. But what a magnificent innings from a magnificent player. Well, congratulations, Allan, from everyone in Australia. You've done it again, son. And Australia really needed you. You came up with yet another big one.